Hello to all my real estate professionals. Welcome back to Real Estate Careers 101. I'm your instructor, LaShawn Parker. So last Saturday, we talked about the residential real estate sector. I uploaded another video in which I touched on real estate careers in sales, leasing, and property management. Today, I want to squeeze in the rest of the other categories, which are mortgages, the legal side, property valuations, as well as marketing. So next Saturday, we'll start on commercial, but let's dive right into these remaining four categories. So on the mortgage side, you have three primary roles, those being a loan officer, a loan processor, and an underwriter. A loan officer is the person that is like the first person that a client would work with, whether you're refinancing or purchasing a home or doing a home equity line of credit. That loan officer is the point of contact. That loan officer is going to make sure you're qualified. They're going to determine how much of a home you're qualified for, and or they're going to share with you all the details about the potential mortgage options you have available, whether you're purchasing or refinancing or doing a home equity line of credit. The loan processor works with the loan officer and the underwriter to make sure that all the information is verified and collected properly and packaged together for the underwriter's review. Well, the underwriter is the person that is matching that package for the buyer alongside the mortgage product and making sure that buyer or that package aligns with the actual mortgage product. And so they're determining if they need more information. They may determine if you do qualify or don't qualify. Even if you were pre-approved, there could be something that comes up with the property or with the individual, and that underwriter is that person that really makes that distinction. So you have a loan processor, you have a loan officer, and you have an underwriter. Now, on the legal side, you also have an attorney, you have a paralegal, and you have escrow agents. Now, that sounds a little broad in terms of escrow agents, but let me explain. So, closings are done differently in different states. And a great example is Georgia. They do closings with a closing attorney, whereas in California, they use escrow companies to do their closing or conduct their closing. So, in the legal side, there's a paralegal, which is a good career opportunity, as well as an attorney who could do real estate closings. In the states where there's escrows, there are different roles within the escrow company that a person can take, and there are different paths within those escrow opportunities and career paths that you could take being an escrow agent. So that's the legal side. On the property valuation side, you have appraisers and you have home inspectors and you have BPO agents, which is a little less known. But an appraiser is a very lucrative role. It is a very vital role in a transaction where there's financing or refinancing done, because that appraiser is responsible for determining a fair market value of the home based on a select number of criteria and the loan product that is being used for that purchase. Now, a home inspector is very different from an appraiser, because a home inspector is going to go through and inspect every part of that house, every major system, the roof, the crawl space, every part of the house. And they're going to provide a report to the buyer or the seller so they can make a really good decision on whether or not they want that home. Now, home inspections are optional, whereas home appraisals are required if there's financing involved. Now, a BPO agent, BPO stands for broker price opinion. It is not something that I would recommend as a full-time job, but it is something that you could build up and do over time. I actually started doing BPOs when I first became licensed. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I did them. It eventually led to me getting foreclosure listings, which was great. And then it also led to me eventually building up a 5-digit BPO business on the side throughout my residential real estate career. So you have appraisers, you have BPO agents, and you have home inspectors. Now, the other area I want to touch on very quickly is marketing. On the marketing side, you have marketing specialists. Now, marketing goes along very well with sales, but not all salespeople are good marketing specialists. I think there's great opportunity if you are a marketing person to market yourself to brokers and agents to be responsible for their marketing, whether it's marketing a listing or marketing their brand, overseeing their social media. There's always room for a marketing specialist. In addition to a marketing specialist, you have digital photographers, because pictures and videos can say a lot about a home, and they can make a difference on who's interested in looking at a home. being a digital photographer or a videographer, those are very key roles when it comes to the marketing side. Now, there's also stagers. Stagers are great and they make a house pop. So I wanted to end here because I know we're over the 5-minute time frame, but hopefully these residential real estate careers or this information gives you an insight into the core areas of residential real estate careers. Next weekend, we'll talk about career opportunities in commercial real estate. And you can always go to my website, lprealestatecareers.com, download free resources and ebooks that I have. And you can also purchase my books about residential careers, commercial careers, and corporate careers. It's only $10. So I love your support. Thank you so much. And until next time, have a great rest of your week.